Valiantys. Lead the way.
I'm from Atlassian. I am pre-sales solutions engineer, and in my role, I support our customers evaluating cloud, identifying and removing any roadblocks on their way, and I'm making sure that our customers are best prepared for the cloud migration. I come from Germany, and today I had a wonderful train trip. And for the first time in Bern, actually, and on the train station, I needed to resist myself from this chocolate, all the chocolate everywhere. I love Swiss chocolate. Yeah, and I love also the river here, the canal, and the color of it is just amazing. Yeah, at the end of after the presentation, you will probably see me somewhere in the canal, in the water.
Don't go to swim.
No, but I saw someone.
Yeah.
Illegal. Okay.
So myself, I'm Leo Kervizic. I'm French pre-sales EMEA. I've got the same job as Julia for Atlassian, but for Valiantys. And from my point of view, I'm pre-sales because I like to help people always. Well, for the beginning of my jobs, I always help people for process, for technology, for development. And so pre-sales was naturally the evolution of my career. So we are here to talk about how to overcome your cloud transformation challenge. So the agenda, first issue, there. We talk about the big issue of the strategy, or what question you've got to have in mind to go to the cloud. After, we talk about the milestone of your project to the transformation, the challenges you've got during the journey. After, the best practices we can share with you and the benefits you've got with the cloud. At the end, we make an outlook about the new products of Atlassian since the Team 22, 2 months ago. And at the end, we have a Q&A session. Thank you.
Okay. 5 years ago, I was speaking to a lot of customers, a lot of enterprise customers, not being at Atlassian yet, but still cloud was the topic number one. And I was talking to them about migrating to cloud. Yeah, guess what they said to me all? They said, no, I'm sorry. No, not other topic. It's too early. We are not ready yet. And yeah, they just laughed. And now, 5 years later, at Atlassian, we already see 90% of our new customers in the cloud. And we see more and more customers migrating to cloud. We see customers that come to us and say, excuse me, can I go to cloud, please? That was not the case 5 years ago. And we also see many customers successfully migrated to the cloud. That's why Atlassian is investing heavily in the cloud. We understand that cloud is the way how we deliver the best user experience and the best innovation to our customers. That's why this is our promise to you, to all our customers, deliver the best user experience. So let's see then.
I've got a personal experience with the cloud for 5 years ago. I find the solution ugly because in my mind it was just a migration from server to cloud without any change. The user interface was old, deprecated, but now I prefer cloud solution than the server solution. This is my feeling. So the drivers for your cloud migration, it's typically about 3 key points. The first, it's the IT impact, the infrastructure, the maintenance costing, the operation cost you can reduce by going to the cloud. This is an evidence, but we have to repeat that. After, you have also new features about the cloud solution. So you have more productivity for your teams because Atlassian brings a lot of features on the cloud that you can have on the server or on the data center at the moment. And at the end, you've got also security compliance, so you don't have to manage that, to handle that in your company. This is, you have a big complexity, you have more and more dangerous, I can say, sorry, I'm French, so English is not your language. You got a lot of, French, no, I don't do that. German, no, don't talk German too. Not about, um, no virus and so on. So security, it's a big issue for you, and you have also legal needs in the company. Do you have some feedbacks about customer? You ask a lot of questions about that, about security, about legal.
Yes, security and compliance is actually the basis of the cloud migration and the decision making. And why do customers decide to go to cloud? Because of the security. So because they trust the cloud, that this is secure, they make sure that all the requirements are met, all the compliance, all the certificates are met, and they really learned to trust their data and their applications to the cloud.
Yeah, you need to have in mind also that the ROI of this kind of transformation, you have 3 years horizon before to have a ROI, because you need to invest and you need to wait, typically between 3 to 5 years about that. You also have another solution. This is you need to plan your project, and for that we are going to the migration life cycle. Sorry, and first of all, you need to make an assessment. You need to define why you can move, what is the solution at the end, the coverage of your features, the change management of your teams, the productivity you can have, and with that you need to define the cloud values, or also the app assessment. The app assessment at the moment is the big issue of the cloud transformation. You need to define your features usage, you need to define the transformation, maybe some data loss, maybe some feature loss at the end, but you need to make this assessment about that. I'll let you define.
In the next phase, in the plan phase, so you have evaluated the cloud, you know, okay, we can go, technically check, then you need to plan, okay, what's our strategy? The strategy is depending on the complexity. And this is the stage that is very important to plan really good, to create a really good plan with your partner, with Atlassian together, how you want to go.
You have also to define the methodology, but if it's just a lift and shift, this is bit by bit, you want to migrate your solution to the cloud. After that, we are going to make the preparation. So this is a deep dive now on your own on-premise solution. We are going to review the server and make some cleaning about some archiving some data, removing some CI about configuration item on your solution to reduce complexity on the cloud and to be sure that you have no performance issue at the end. We also define the runbook, the procedure to go to the cloud at the end. After that, we're going to test. This is not the easy way, but this is some issues, and we are going to have to define some strategy, review some strategy to validate the runbook, and after that, we have to validate with the people about the coverage, the usage of the solution at the end.
Important for the test phase is also this is recurring. So you might want to test twice before you cut, right?
Yeah. Twice or more. So after that, we're going to go to the migration. So we need to make the change management, prepare the users at the end, because you have a lot of change about the UI of the solution. You have new features. Maybe you need to share the data loss with your customer because to avoid deception at the end. After, you have also the post-migration checks to be sure that at the end all is okay for the usage on the cloud. And we finished, we launch. We're there. So you will have some new features like for the ITSM part, we'll talk later about the chat, the help desk, maybe some new features about the CMDB or the asset management system. And we are going to use that at the end. So this is all the steps for the migration part, and you need to be sure that following these steps to manage your migration or to your cloud transformation. Sorry.
And of course, you are not alone on your journey, on your migration and transformation journey. You will have support. You will have support from Atlassian, you will have support from your partner, from community, from all the resources on the internet. And the support that you will have from Atlassian in each phase is different depending on the stage. So for example, in the SS phase, where you evaluate cloud, you will get as the phase leader, your strategic enterprise advocate. He's also responsible for commercial topics and the contract and so on. And in the second phase, you will get a cloud migration manager who will help you to create a good plan, to find a good strategy, if it's lift and shift or phased migration or completely new instance. So he will help you to define it. And also he will help you, or she will help you to go through the rest of the migration until you launch. And from the launch, you will get a customer success manager, an Atlassian employee who will guide you in your journey, who will care for you, who will see what are the problems, what are your goals and visions for the future, and will help you to shape the future with Atlassian. Additionally, in each stage, there are different people from the technical side, for example, in the SS phase, a solutions engineer like me, or like Leo, who will help you from the technical perspective to evaluate, do you need to consolidate or to federate, or what is about your user management. So all these tasks will a solutions engineer help you with. And the last but not least, yes, as not English native speaker, we at Atlassian, we always recommend to engage a solution partner as early as possible. And this is very important because already in the assess phase, you will get more work or there is work to be done, right? There is not like this. It does not happen from today to tomorrow in 1 week. You will need resources. You will need to do some work. You will need to evaluate all the apps. Are they available in the cloud? Is there a feature parity? Is the feature that you are using currently on your server, is it available in the cloud version of the app? Or what about user management and so on? What about customizations? It might be customizations on server that are not available in the cloud or not working in the cloud. So this all needs to be assessed, to be evaluated, and this is work where a solution partner can help you with.
Yeah, clearly you are not alone. You need to be supported by us to have a success about your cloud transformation. And with Atlassian or with Valiantys, we can find the good interlocutor to help you depending on the phase. This is the conclusion. And after that, we can also discuss about different methods of our strategy for the migration. This is the first one. This is the lift and shift. This is the simple one. You've got a server with no apps, so we can do that easily. This is the simplest way for the migration. After, we can have the lift, optimize, and shift. This is when you've got a Jira server for 5 years, 10 years. We need to optimize the solution, as I said before. So this is, before to do that, we need to make an audit and a check about your instances to clean, to reduce some complexity, and after we can make the lift and shift to the cloud. At the end, we've got for the big instances or data centers with 10 million of issues or something like that, we need to fast the process. We need to migrate bit by bit your solution, because this is a nonsense to make a lift and shift to this kind of solution. We need to migrate team by team, project by project, to be sure that at the end, the test phase has been done of this data set. We can move all. We have to check the links. We have to check the usage. We have to check the apps. And this is the more complexity of the project of the cloud migration. And a lot of customers don't want to use this methodology for the migration, but I think this is the more secure one for this kind of complexity. And again, we have also people starting on the cloud directly. This is the easy way of working also.
Okay, then, as we already mentioned, cloud migration or cloud transformation, as we call it, is work, right? And it's a project. And as every project, there are challenges that you need to consider. The challenges or the risks, they are as long risk as you don't know about them. As long as you know about them and consider them on time, you can handle them. So let's see first the challenges, and later we will see how to overcome them with the best practices. So the first one, is underestimated, very often underestimated, is people mindset and people culture. As you know, there are many people, they are used to something, to work with something. They have worked with this software for 20 years or for 10 years. Why do I need to change? Never change the running system, we all know it. That's why it is important to have this in mind.
This is not only for the decision to go on the cloud, it's also during the migration part, because you need to have all the people involved in the project to make decisions, to make trainings, to make documentation, and so on. So you need to involve all the people in the company to change the mindset about the solution at the end. You've got also the typical and the technical challenge about the apps, about the customization, because on server you can have a lot of customization, but on the cloud, for security reason, you can't do what you want on the interface. So you need to adapt, and sometimes you need to abandon, for example, the behaviors for script owner, for example. You also have some technical, but consolidation. A lot of companies have not only one Jira, but maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, and you need to make a consolidation before going to the cloud, or maybe you need to adapt the strategy to the consolidation also.
There are also business challenges, right? For example, we need, our management needs a business case. So we need to build a business case. You can't just go there and say, I want this. Or you need to meet the overall strategy. There are different strategies. How does your proposal fit with this strategy? Or often in public sector, for example, there is a need for a tender. You can't do anything without a tender. So you need to consider this as well early in the process, and not after you have evaluated everything, and then your manager comes to you and said, did you tender it?
We found also the security and compliance, like the data residency. I remember last year when we began the cloud transformation, we don't have data residency in Europe, and Atlassian solved the problem in 6 months. So it was the first issue and the first challenge I find in the cloud transformation. You got also the SOC compliancy, the ISO, about the hosting part. So you've got a lot of complexity about the security. So you can prepare your security questionnaire, send us, and we give all of the answer we have to be approved by your security team on your company.
We had a customer who said at the beginning, all fine with security, we don't need it, it will be all okay. And we proceed with the process, we made all the assessment, evaluation and everything. We have been close to the deal, to the signature actually. And then security team came in and blocked the whole deal and said, wait a minute, how about this and this and this? How about security? Why haven't we heard anything about this project anyway? So it's a human factor as well, that security team did not feel much involved in this opportunity, in this deal. So this might be a challenge if not considered on time.
One of my customers refused to go to the cloud because they can't have access to the databases for Atlassian. So they don't want to go on the cloud for that. The legal part also, it's the same way of working for the security, about the who is handling the contract, because with at Valiantys, you have the licensee part. The license is a huge case for a lot of companies. Maybe you have some feedbacks about that, but the subscription part in a lot of companies is a game changer, because at the beginning on the server, you are the owner of your solution, but on the cloud, you are just, this is a subscription of services. So this is not the same way of working as before, and this is a change for the legal, for the procurement also.
And legal may take time. Whose legal process took one week? In 1 week it's over. No one. 2 weeks? So more than 4 weeks, probably, yeah. You know what I mean in that case. So take your, or plan this time, know what to expect, involve the legal team early, consider everything, every cornerstone or every special wish of legal on both sides, so that you don't have any surprises at the end.
So the best practices we can share with you, I think they're for that. So for the culture, we have naturally the change management. So you need to involve, to prepare the company to the change, about the test from the beginning as the legal or the security. You have the idea to go to the cloud, go to see the legal or the security team. Involve them at the beginning. After that, you also have to see what value they can have from the cloud. You have a lot of changes on the cloud, and you can see, okay, now with, for example, the ITSM, you've got the change management, you've got the incident management, problem management, CMDB, you've got Opgeny, this is a new services you don't have on the server. You have also status page for the communication, and so on. We have a lot of solutions that at the moment, a lot of customers in the company don't know the usage and the existence.
We had this already actually in the first presentation. Who does know any project or initiative that failed because the user did not accept it? Absolutely, right? Any initiative, anything that will be pushed to the users and said, okay, you need to do this now like this. This will fail, right? Because you don't tell people what they should do and how they should do it, but say them why they should do it. This is very important.
For the technical, we need to involve a partner, us, naturally. You need to follow the life cycle. This is, some people want to make some shortcuts to go faster, but don't go to the shortcuts. You lose time. Choose your good migration strategy. If you've got a complex Jira, piece by piece, it's the solution. Don't make a lift and shift. And after, you can have, in the future, a better customization with Forge. Forge, it's a new project launched by Atlassian, it was last year, I believe, about development to bring more customization in the solution at the end, because the apps editor will have, can store the data and the execution of the apps in the hosting of Atlassian, and no more on their own hosting at the end. So it will be a game changer for the technical part.
A recommendation, use your SS phase. So take your time to evaluate everything, all the technical stuff already at the beginning in the SS phase. As better you do this evaluation, as better you are set up for the migration.
So the business challenge. A good business case. This is an evidence. Check your business teams. So this is another, make the implication, the involvement of the teams about the usage. Plan enough time, yeah, and use the business template. You've got now in the cloud solution a lot of business templates, a lot of project templates for the human resources, for the legal, for the sales team. Now they can use Jira for their own business. So this is a game changer also for the cloud migration. So for the security, this is also involvement of the security team earlier. Clarify and share the topics that are important for the security. This is, we need to know the showstopper at the beginning. We don't want to identify showstopper at the end of the project. We need to identify them at the beginning, the early beginning, to make a no-go at the beginning. And this is, we don't lose time for everybody at this moment.
Yeah. Actually, security and compliance is one of the biggest showstoppers. That's why please consider this as important. Involve security teams early, as Leo said, and also check all the requirements, all the requirements from your security teams, what is needed to avoid surprises at the end. Yeah.
We don't also provide features, key features about like the sandboxes you've got for the premium services, the release tracks about the bundled and the continuous delivery regularly, so you can stop the new release about the cloud to test it before deploy it on the production environment. So we have a lot of solutions about that to reassure your security team.
And what is not possible now is possible with Atlassian in 2 months, probably. So Atlassian is continuously working on new features, new innovations, new security features, new certifications, and so on. So if it's not available now, keep an eye on the roadmap, keep an eye on release notes, subscribe, talk to us, talk to to other customers or to partners, and don't lose it out of your sight. So or give feedback. If something is missing, just give feedback. There is a system for it, and the chances are high that this will be considered as much customers need the same.
Yeah, for the legal, always the same. Involve them.
Heard already.
So I like this sentence because when you are not fighting outage, it's amazing what you can do. This is a reflection about the first sentence about the user experience and why I don't want to change. This is why you need to change to the cloud, to be more focused about your business, not focus about the system, about maintaining your server, maintaining your application with the upgrades, changing, testing your apps and so on. Let that to Atlassian and just be focused on your business and at any moment.
So why is it worth it? Yes, we have heard about challenges, we have heard about best practices, but it's still worth it, right? And why? Why do Atlassian customers decide to go to cloud? First, they can better connect people and knowledge. Because in the cloud, you have your cloud platform, where you have all the newest possibilities that you don't have necessarily on server, like the automation, like the better connection with smart search, machine learning based, like smart links where you can include different tools like Miro directly on your Confluence pages. All this helps your teams to better connect, to be more effective and more productive.
So you have also to be smarter about the decision making. If you have the information, you can make the decision. This is an easy way. And this is naturally the evolution of the connection. You need to have more and more information. We talk about Jira Line, but this is the same way of working with Jira, with Confluence, with the other solution of Atlassian.
Yeah. And this is in the cloud possible, or better in the cloud, because we have our new analytics features that allow you to get those insights, right? On the server, you had your dashboards already, but they are not that good, because in the cloud, the customers have other visions, other other problems probably or other requirements. That's why there is a data lake and the new Atlassian analytics that will be released end of this year, where you have all these insights and can do better decision making.
You also have some tools about, like for the ITSM, about the change management and link with the incident management, because when you've got an incident, you can link with some change the day before or the 1 hour before, and Atlassian bring you a storyline, what events was before the incident, so you can make the decision about, oh, maybe we need to roll back a new release or something like that. Modernize your workflow, as you say, the automation is a game changer. Before, when I began to be an administrator, it was 10 years ago, all the key information and the link between workflows was done in the workflows. Each time you need to change it, you need to open each workflow to change the values, to change the rules, and so on. Now with the automation, you just have to be a workflows about just the steps. This is the static part of the work, and just make the complexity and the automation. You've got a big feature with that, and you will be more efficient to automate your work. So, and you will also be prepared to the future. We'll talk later in the conclusion, but Atlassian, it's a game changer because it always evolves, propose new features, new service, new apps. And if you want to have the access to the new features, you need to be on the cloud. This is the way of working of the business today. And so we need to be prepared for the future.
And the extensibility plays a huge role here in this point. We all know customers have a lot of tools, and ideally the tools can work together very good and can connect to each other very good. That's why is the connectivity in the cloud always also better. Yeah, and speaking about future-proof, Atlassian is constantly investing, as I already said, constantly investing in the cloud technology, in new features, gathering feedback from customers, and all the new innovation and all the new products you can always see on our roadmap, or we have started our R&D project that is called Project A, Point A project, where we just try new products, and they are only available in the cloud. They are cost-free. You can just try them, see how they work for you, give feedback, and enjoy.
And for the future, at the moment, you have 3 new services announced in the Team 22. This is the new solution about Atlas. This is about collaboration to be more efficient with the teamwork. The Compass solution, this is more about the developer, but this is more about to manage the complexity of the development. And the data lake and the analytics, this is the new solution in an early access for the enterprise cloud solution. So Atlas, this is in one page, or you can make the follow-up of your project, of your realization, of your release, about the following of your team also. You can have all the major event of your project, of the life of the company also, and you can have all this data gathering in Atlas.
You know that in the past, Atlassian products on the server were very disconnected from each other, so you need to log in each solution differently, and it was an effort to connect them. In the cloud, it's all different. The main idea of the Atlassian platform is to bring this all together, to bring all the Atlassian landscape together and all the teams that are working together on one central platform. That's why we have started Atlas. Atlas connects all the products, all the teams, all the projects on different instances, in different projects, where you see this all on one site or on one page, and can get your updates and be informed.
Okay, we are late, so we are going to speed up a little. Sorry. Compass, it's more about the following. This is for the developing team. the development team about the link between the complexity of the architecture, between the components, between the apps and the services. And at the end, we also new services. This is the data lake and the business analysis there. That Atlassian is a new cloud, so Atlassian will gather all the data about JIRAs in the data lake, and after you can provide you some some KPIs about your usage, about your project. You can define new KPIs, as you know. Historically, on Jira, we've got gadgets, and typically the indicators was only on the bidimensional way. Priority by time, priority by users, issue type of priority by component, and so on. But when you want to add a new dimension to your KPIs, you need to go to a new solution like EasyBI or something like that. But with the data lake solution, you don't need in the future this kind of solution.
Now we are almost done. 50 slides more and then we're done. Yeah, that's actually something that we wanted to give on your way. But first, Leo, do you have any last words?
Last words. I think it's collaboration. As you see, we need to involve people. We need to make the change management. We have solutions to collaborate, to be more efficient in the business. So definitively, I think the cloud is the solution for the collaboration at all levels.
And my last words, so we saw that cloud is not that easy, right? But the right way is the hard way. That's why it's still worth it. It's manageable because you are not on your own. You have, as I said, you have Atlassian, you have partners, you have resources on the internet, you have the community. It's just about doing it. Just do it. stolen from something else. And yeah, why is it worth it? Because we truly believe that cloud is the right way for innovation and for future-proof solutions. And we see it at our customers. They all talk about cloud strategy, SaaS first, cloud first. That's why we truly believe that this is the right way to go. And we want to go it with you.
Valiantys, lead the way.